Peace and assalamu alaikum, everybody. So, let me say before I start, I'm trying to have proof, but I'm probably going to be eating these while I record because I'm super hungry. And I'm working on losing some weight. I lost about 7 pounds this month, so in the past 3 weeks, which ain't good enough for me, but whatever. It took me time to put it on. And I, normally do like IF. I'll start eating around 12 noon until 8. And today I started about 10:15, which means I gotta get some food in me so I can stop. But my point for this video is to talk about my cleft hand. I know I did a video on this before, but I actually don't think I uploaded it. So if I didn't, I'll try to do that. And whether or not I did, I'm going to be repeating some things more than likely. So, my hand is a congenital deformity, they call it. Congenital meaning I was born this way. Did not have some sort of accident or anything like that, which, like cut off my fingers or deformed my hand or something. I was born this way. Don't know why. It doesn't seem anyone in my family for at least the past 4 generations had it. So, I don't know. Someone told me, a woman that I once knew, who her daughter was born like the year before me in 1971. She told me that her daughter was born with a leg or foot deformity, and that it was because of the vitamins that they were giving to the women back then. They were causing a lot of deformities in the babies. Now, I do know, I forgot the name of the drug. There was a drug that they were like severely messing up the children. I will try to remember to put a link in the description so you can go and check it out, because there's this whole documentary on YouTube about it. It's crazy. This little hand of mine ain't nothing compared to what happened to these children. But it wasn't here in the States. It was in Europe. And it was like, I think they banned it in like 68 or something like that. It's on the tip of my brain, I can't think of it. But they supposedly banned it in 1968. We know how drug companies are. But so I would not at all be surprised if they, was using it already in the US, or got a new deal with pharmacists or medical industry over here and brought it here afterwards, after it was banned in Europe, or if it's just something else that they used here. I don't know why my hand is like this, but I've never had a problem using it before. I've never had a problem doing anything before, alhamdulillah. And I still have it. But me being in healthcare, and the way that I wear gloves, the latex gloves, is I put this one I wear normal, and I put it on the proper way on this hand, like the outside out or whatever. But so I slip it on that way, and then I take it off, because it will then turn the glove inside out, and then I wear the glove being turned inside out, so that the little fingers and stuff won't be where am I going? Lord have mercy, I'm going way somewhere else. Glad I caught that. Anyway, so I do that so that the glove, the fingers won't be kind of flailing all over the place, and it stays on my hand pretty well normally, if I don't wear like a size large or something like that. If I use a medium, if I use a small, it's like a little tight, and a medium is fine. But after all these years of working in nursing and having to wear them, I noticed some years ago actually that it feels like it puts pressure on my hand or something. So after wearing them for like day after day after day, I would feel slight discomfort. But then it started building more and more, especially in the past year, because I can pretty much get away with just wearing one glove a lot of the time if I'm not, you know, touching anything soiled and stuff like that. If I'm just going to like do a blood sugar check or something like that, I can stand to just put on one glove if I want, if I know that it's going to be bothering my hand. It's no problem. No, I'm just being super careful. I'm only near any blood with my covered hand. But with COVID, you know, I had to wear 2 gloves, and of course it was constant. So I think, if my memory serves, which it may not, if my memory serves me well, over the past year and a half, it like just started picking up, and then it started becoming painful. But the past maybe week and a half, 2 weeks or something like that, it's really been painful. And so this week I actually called off work for 3 days because the pain. Man, getting like crazy sharp stabbing pains in my hands. Like, wait, let me cross this light before I take my hand off the wheel. Don't do this at home, kids. So like right here, ooh, don't scare me now. Right here, oh God, like stabbing pain, like somebody is taking like a you know, a pin, like a PIN, a pin, and stick me with it or something. And so finally I called my PCP and asked to have a prescription for an x-ray, which I did. I went and did that Wednesday, and they're like, we don't see anything, there's nothing there, there's no arthritis. Because even my daughter suggested like maybe it would be arthritis. So I asked, could it be that? And then I was told like, no, that's not showing up. There's no. Then I said maybe it's like a hairline fracture. Because another thing I did, actually it's been longer than just a couple of weeks, but just a couple of weeks where it was getting worse, I think. But I bought this push button lawnmower, which is really good. If you have a problem cranking those suckers the normal way, this is what you need. But I got it and it works really well. The problem is that getting that battery out is so hard. I know I made another video saying how I actually took it to Lowe's because I bought it online from the company, because they don't have it in stores here. And so I had to take it to Lowe's and get some big old men to take it out for me. And it like was so hard for them too. But before I did that, I of course trying to do it myself. And I was pulling it and it hurt my hands so much, and then I felt kind of like a crack or something. So I said, well, maybe I have like some sort of hairline fracture or something like that. It wasn't that, it was nothing, it was none of that. And so my PCP was like, you know, I don't know what it is, I don't see anything. I'm really like upset with her because I feel like, and I know she has a whole bunch of patients and everything. I don't expect to be, you know, at the forefront of her mind or her priorities or anything. But I just feel like she's being really nonchalant about it. First of all, she's not even talking to me. It's all being done through the receptionist, through the MA or like whatever her like title is. And just not taking me seriously. I asked her I told her I needed to have an extra day off because I was in such pain, and she's like, no, she'll give me for 1 day and blah blah blah. So she suggested that I go to this walk-in orthopedic clinic that I didn't even know it was walk-in. I guess people really messing up their bones, huh? But I went there, and the NP there, he like felt on it and everything. He looked at my x-ray. He felt on it for like maybe 30 seconds, and he was like, I think that's trigger finger that you have. I'm like, you know, I'm from North. That don't have anything to do with it. But when he said trigger finger, of course, I'm like, gun? Like, I understand. I'm thinking this finger, this is like my thumb, not my forefinger. So he explained that I guess just the thumb. I don't know. He was demonstrating on his thumb, so I assumed it happens with thumbs. But it must be any finger. But the tendons, I'm trying to remember. I guess he was saying that the tendon, he was saying there's something under there. I don't remember what he called it, if anything, but it's inflamed. And what happens with people with trigger finger is like your finger gets like stuck, and then you have to sort of maneuver it to unstick it, type of thing. And so he's like, you know, do you ever feel any clicking? And I'm like, no. But now, today, I'm like, oh, that must be what he means, because I keep getting like that. I don't know if it's stiffness, but it reminds me of a stiffness. I guess like the feeling you get when you feel like you need to crack your knuckles because it's like something going on in here, just don't feel right. A mouth stiffness, or I don't know what it is. I don't know what to call it. But it's sort of like that, but oh, see what I'm saying? But it's in this hand, so I never really, I don't know, I never really look at it in that way. I'll just be like moving my hand and my wrist, like, ooh, trying to get those little, whatever is out. And so he told me that it's more than likely trigger finger, and that, you know, he's like, we can give you a shot of steroid in your finger. And so we talked about that for a few, and I'm like, nah, you know, if I can stay away from drugs, medications, all that, I do my best to. You know, I'd rather go a natural route or try something before that. Not that I'm against it necessarily. You know, I do believe that modern medicine has its place, but, you know, it doesn't, for me, I don't think it always has to be the first step, you see. So I was like, nah. So then he's like, or after all that, or I could give you some Voltaren cream and you could use that 3 times a day. We're like, why you didn't say it in the first place? Now, Voltaren cream is still medicated, but it's a cream sort of like Bengay, but it's more, it's not as strong as Bengay. The smell, and even when I used it, because I apply it a lot to residents, but you know, you have to have on gloves, so I don't know what it feels like on the skin, or I didn't until yesterday. Ooh, this truck is really coming. So it's not tingly like Bengay, and it's not, you know, the smell isn't strong like Bengay. But I don't know if it helped me some or not, because it's not a constant pain anyway. So I don't know if it was the cream or if it just decided not to hurt at that time. Nonetheless, I got that. And the other thing is they can put a splint on you, but because of how my hand is structured, there's no splint that, you know, they have. I guess I could always make something myself, but and then the thing after that he told me, he said it's probably going to continue getting worse, and that, you know, if it just really gets you know, one, I can still come in for a steroid shot, but also they have like a simple surgery that they do. And of course I googled it and read up on it some and everything, So those are my options. The reason I'm making this video is because you or someone you know who may have a congenital deformity, hand deformity, might be interested. You may be going through something and don't exactly know what it is, or you know what I mean. I'm about to be greedy. I'm hungry. Plus I gotta hurry up and eat at 7:09. I should have stopped by now. So yeah, you or someone you know may be going through some sort of pain and don't know what it is. And it could be trigger finger. It hurts, y'all. It really hurts. And so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've been planning on moving away from bedside nursing anyway, because it's very, very taxing. And I'm just an entrepreneur anyway. I was an entrepreneur for years, almost like 15 years. So I really want to get back to that anyway. And I've been working towards that. I won't speak on it right now because I guess, I don't know if you can call it being superstitious or what, but I just feel like don't put stuff out there into the universe or the world or whatever before you really got it going on. Once I handle it, then I'll say something. But I've been working towards that anyway. I've been working towards that since I was in nursing school. But it's just like I've been doing this for a while. And then I was an aide first, a CNA first. So I'm doing this like 11 years. And the entire time I've been like, this is temporary. So now I think, inshallah, this is going to really help me focus on getting out of this profession again, so far as bedside nursing, because I can't handle it. There's no way I'm going to be able to keep up with this, especially if my hand is just going to, the natural progression is going to be for it to get worse, you know? So, again, I hope this is helpful for somebody, or if nothing else, giving you a little more information on, you know, hand deformities. So anyway, check y'all later. Peace.